Well, hi, howdy, and hey. Welcome to another episode of Fat Guys Driving Cars. I'm kidding. It's the Stay at Home Show. I am your host, Ryan Weiss. Make sure you put your seatbelts on and fasten up because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Oh my God, there's a weird lady just standing right next to the window of my car, and I wish we had intro music.
There he is.
Oh man, it's great to be here with you guys today. Another Friday night. Clap it up for everybody that's joining us. Thank you guys. Heckle in the comments, make some love to the buttons, the like and the share specifically. Shout out to RTA doing their thing, shuttling people around town. It's going to be a good show today. It's going to be fun. So listen, before we do anything else, we got to plug our sponsors. Us. Eargasm Comedy, bringing you the stay-at-home show week in, week out. Follow our pages, like us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. We still haven't hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. There's like 100 some videos on there. Go check it out. Tell us which ones you hate. Tell us which ones you like. If you have like meh feelings, tell us that too. Become our sponsor. Patreon, Cash Apps right there. You can support the show for as little as $3 a day. And with that being said, Glorious Overlord Sturgis White Nuts, thank you so much for your patronage. Now available nowhere. Nowhere this is available yet. I'm sorry.
The pits of hell.
I swear to you, when we do actually get that bottled, I might put it in my machines. I might put it in my vending machines. Just because no one would get what it was, and I feel like that makes us the cool kids, right? Like no one would understand why that's there, so therefore, we have the secrets. Anyways, these are my evil plots for domination. These are not jokes. Speaking of evil plots for dominations, has anybody ever had to like explain like their hometown to like an outsider, but like after a while you start to see your hometown from their perspective, right? Like growing up, like don't get me wrong, I live in Cleveland, Ohio. Like I knew it was shit. But seeing it through this person's eyes, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no, it is shit. Like, but then like I'm trying to show her the good parts of the shit, like I'm like, yeah, come on, we're gonna go to the one fancy restaurant in town. Hey, let's go to our beach that sometimes has trash in the sand. All the time. Every time I've been there, weird shit in the sand. Every time. It's like a scavenger hunt that you really don't want to play. And what's great is like, it's Edgewater Beach in Cleveland, by the way. And what's great is like, it's been taken over by the park authority. They're supposed to be doing a good job cleaning it up. They rake it every morning. They make it all pretty. Yeah. Two things. They rake it every morning and like they stir up the garbage in the sand. They don't ever get it all out. Like they uncover shit. And number two, for some reason they leave a trash pile along the shore, right where the water line is, right? So like while they've raked the beach, you have to step over the trash pile that the rake left behind along the shoreline. Listen, if you're from Cleveland, you understand that all this is true. So what I'm telling you is my city is shit. But I'm trying to pretend like it's like after you've drinking Goldschlager, like there's a little diamond, little flake of gold. You just gotta look for it. You gotta find it, right? Like it's a weird scavenger hunt.
Look for the shiny treasure in the pile.
I had written another joke, but I'm going to leave you guys with that because I'm out here. Listen, I'm out here making the money any way I can. Okay, all right. I gotta roll. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up your first comic, and Dino's going to mute me while I have a mild panic attack. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the one, the only Big Tuna Comedy. Mute me real quick,
Oh, holy shit, let me press record. I didn't know I was going here. Like, holy crap, okay. Me! Anyway, that was just for my thing, right? So, fuck, eh? You're talking about having to explain a remote town. I'm going to get to this, right? Like, have you ever had to explain your town? You live in Cleveland. Nobody was asking. You don't have to fucking explain. We know it's shit, right? Like, the mistake by the lake, we've all fucking heard it, right? I live, like, 300 miles from the middle of where the anal tube goes for when the world gets an enema, right near somewhere near the taint of the world, right? Like where the shit drains down from Cleveland down the river there, where it's all on fire, and it hits that one spot that makes people go, ow! That's kind of where I live, right? So as I was Googling any place but fucking here, where do we live, the other day, lo and behold, whoever it is that peddles the fucking bike that gets the squirrel motivated to run the internet around this place died. So did our internet. Everything goes black. I can't use my phone. I can't use my internet. I can't use my phone to masturbate. I can't use the internet to masturbate. I can't even use my bank card to buy the old style magazines and have a little fist moment. Basically, everything has gone down, and I have to do something I haven't done in too long. Speak to my family. So I look at my wife, who I haven't spoken to for years, and Angry Birds is up, and now I'm dealing with angry fucking wife, and all she's doing is going, I sure wish the guy that was pedaling the bike was still alive. Jesus, we'd be having fun. Why don't we see if the cable works? Because we have a local TV that comes in, and for whatever reason, because of our overlord of whatever fucking alien that this squirrel gets going to keep the internet walking and rolling and keeping me up here and trying to make the people laugh, which is all I was trying to do. It didn't work. And she said, let's watch TV. So I turn it on, and what's on? The one thing that I can watch, this is my contact to the outside world now, because I got no bank card, no pornographic material we got into earlier. I can't even get pay TV that's scrambled, and it's a movie, it's close enough, nothing. So I'm starting to panic, maybe you've noticed. And she says, let's watch TV. I turn it on, the one show that comes on, America's Got Talent.
Oh.
Now try and explain your town to people while you're living in the middle of nowhere. The river of Cleveland poops coming down to hit the spot that makes you go, ow! Remember I said it earlier. But what happened was it was so bad, and this outage of no internet had gone on so long, I started fucking enjoying it. And I'm really, 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 really hating myself internally for that. Later, I listened to some Menudo, and I actually danced along. It was, those young Latinos aren't so bad. But my phone rings earlier this morning as I was slowly trying to get my head fully into the oven and get the gas on at the same time. Didn't work. Here we are. And as long as I was, I figured, fuck it. Whack, I do it cool. You got tuna. What do you need? It is the school phoning, and I'm thinking, oh, God, what has my son done now? But no. They'd like me to join them for the day to help motivate children. Yeah, I know. I had the same look on my face as I went, yeah, sounds like a good idea. Could you bring your dogs? Oh. Sure. I have a half-wolf dog and her baby. What's better to walk around with a bunch of children on the nature trails than wild animals? Let's do it, kids. Until I realized we're walking along. I'm getting along with the kids. Everybody's happy. My dogs haven't barked, haven't farted. They pooped before we got there. There's no embarrassing moments. And I look at this teacher who said to me, you know why you're here, right? And I thought it was to motivate the kids. She goes, no, you're bait. You should have stayed in school. You wouldn't be a comedian, you stupid fuck. But I am. My name's Rob Weber, and that's been my time. Thanks for listening, guys.
Woo!
Yes, Rob.
Yeah. Oh, I should definitely have both hands on the wheel. Speaking about having both hands on the wheel, ladies and gentlemen, this next comedian is the most put together comic I have ever had the pleasure of working with. He's definitely got his anger in order. Please give it up for the one, the only genetic marvel.
Oh, it's gonna be me. Okay, we can do that. That's fine. Yeah, that sounds good.
Sneaks up on you, Dana.
Yeah, I don't know. I can never figure out Ryan's intro. Like, who is he introducing? He's like, someone who's loud. That's everybody on the screen. Even Lance will start to freak out on people too. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're all loud. He's like, somebody who's angry. Again, I'll refer to the bottom row here. It's kind of angry around here. It's a little bit angry. Eric, welcome. I didn't know you were coming.
I didn't know too.
Hey, that's fair.
Ryan wrote me, I need comedians, I need audience members. Yeah. Thanks God he didn't ask me to come and cook for him dinner. What do you...
Well, he wanted you to entertain him and then the meal. Kind of a little flip it around. You know what, guys? I have been getting very high lately, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Lately.
In the last 5 years.
Listen, don't get off your high horse there, Eric. Okay, let's.
Lately. Every time I see you, you're fucking on the lately.
Okay, since the great closing of doors that we have been inside, I have started experimenting with marijuana, and it has been fantastic. I'll tell you.
It's 3 years, brother.
It's been 3 years. You know what? Like, honestly, I don't miss people. I really don't. But at the same time, I've made a lot of new friends that I look forward to not hanging out with. It's kind of 50-50 for me. But I also come upon these thoughts in my head, and I feel like they're good thoughts, and I'm going to share some of you with them. Okay? So first was, experiences in life. Sometimes they build character, and sometimes they make you a whore. I think that's good advice, don't you think? That's pretty reasonable, right?
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of them. I'll be honest with you. I served myself too much. Today I met what can only be described as a weed sommelier, and I went through a whole rigmarole of new things, and I may have overserved myself. I'll tell you that. So the great part about that is that I finally found something that worked for me, and I'm like, I feel fantastic right now. And it's a wonderful experience. But I had to admit to her that, when I was young, I remember there were at least 3 times that I smoked oregano, and the reason that was because I wasn't going to ruin the good time. Okay. Everybody else was going to fake being high. I was going to fake being high as well. And it was worth every second of it. But that's unbelievable. Now I'm like, you just walk into a store and this person was started educating me on all the different types of weed and things that people have. And it was incredible. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I know there's not going to be any twigs. There's a quality control person that looks at all the joints. It's absolutely ridiculous. But even still, I laughed and I said, look, you had to go shady places to get weed when I was young. And I'm like, this right here. This is who you had to contend with. Be like, oh, I'm going to go to that guy who looks absolutely terrifying and might rip off my arms. Yeah, I might have some weed on me. There's a good chance, 50-50. And, but hey, I never rolled anybody for their money, right? That's fair. I think that's reasonable. But yeah, so I've definitely overserved myself, but I thought I would come on and say a few jokes, but pretty much my mind has melted. And then I saw Eric, and Eric is a very funny guy, and I'm like, oh, damn it, now we're fucked. You're so aggressive. No, I'm just joking. I'm so glad you came. It's been a while since I've seen you. Well, then Rob makes fun of me, and Rob's like, "Aha, you're too high," and I'm like, "Damn it!"
That's why I was angry. I didn't have my puff before I was.
It's like a rite of passage. Comics who have hung out with Rob, and Rob's like, "Here, smoke some of my weed," and they're like, "I saw Jesus." That's what happened.
I've got the hair sense, so I started breaking them out. Right?
Yeah, he offered it to me, and I'm like, "What are you, nuts? I can tell what you look like. There's no way I'm taking that."
I saw your pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's
all right. We're learning some things today. I like it. I like it a lot.
To experiment.
Listen, it's about knowing that you're going to get high, but you're going to be safe the whole time, and I think that's a reasonable thing now. My wife still looks at me weird though when I get high. She's like, "Oh, are you high?" degenerate. And I'm like, married forever, love you. Here, there you go, baby. Boom.
Or you're just thinking she's thinking stuff about
You pull that card.
Yeah. I go, I love you. I'll never sign divorce papers. I love you. Hearts. Woo!
Well, listen, Dino, do you got one, or you wanna move on here? I don't know. I felt like you were.
I'm good. I've been talking way too long as it is, and I'll be honest with you. Right now, everything on my screen is completely upside down, and you all look like cartoons of people. So
And I'm gonna say that weed makes you chatty, Dino.
I've been told I'm a man of words, sir. I am a man of words.
I am very proud of you. All right, listen. This next guy coming to the stage, the virtual stage. Well, what can I say about him? He does my accent better than I do. Please give it up for Eric Angel. Eric, you're next. Let's go.
Why Ryan is always driving in this show during this show? Why you where you going?
He's on the run from the police.
Oh, absolutely. I could imagine that. Rob, it's a pleasure to see you after so long time. I'm happy to see you. I'm surprised that you're still alive, but I'm happy to see you.
If you notice, I'm not smoking like a chimney. I took your good advice.
Good to see you guys. So if you don't know me, I'm Eric. I'm an Israeli. I speak falafel. Somebody asked me if it's not hard for me to do comedy in my second language, and I said, nah, I'm an Israeli. I'm used to bumming. Someone else asked me when I do comedy in Hebrew if the punchline is also in the end of the sentence. No. In comedy in Hebrew, I do the punch before the show. לא חשוב. How you doing? You go there? Dino, I don't hear you.
I'm good.
Dino is wasted today.
I am.
Usually you're laughing out. Today you're laughing in. Because you're just out.
I'm like Kirby from the video game. I just and everything.
Do you know where you are? You at home? You safe? You good?
50-50.
50-50. I got it.
I'm a man of adventure. Sorry.
I don't know how much you hear or know about my country, Israel. I'm based in New York, but I don't know how much you know about it. But I really don't understand why there is so much noise around us all the time. Because you know how small Israel is? Israel is so small you cannot even write the word Israel on the map. Really? You write Israel, hop, you're in Egypt. Why do you think we're trying to expand all the time? We just want to write our name on the map, man. It's a basic thing. Anyway, I don't know why people are also saying so many bad things about us, the Israelis, Rob. We are exactly like the Italians, just with bad taste. Yeah. So
It's not the first time people have said I look Italian, or perhaps maybe even Spanish, but more Italian.
Rob,
Really
if you can
tell them I'm Irish.
if you can just repeat what you said just much slower and in Hebrew, I would thank you because I have no clue what you're talking about. But I love you, man. And so, hey, surprisingly, I'm a new immigrant, and since the beginning of the year, I can apply to be a citizen in America. Yeah, no liberals with us tonight. Okay, all of you, screw you.
It's literally Ryan's. You're stealing Ryan's job. That's what.
Dino, I don't care. I'm staying. Man. You don't have to clap for me. It's okay. You don't have to. Yeah, but by filling up the forms to the citizenship, I discovered that if I'm registered somewhere in the world in a Nazi party, I won't be able to become a citizen in United States of America. This is nice, right? Yeah. But after I'll get the citizenship and I want to be one, hey, First Amendment, First Amendment. Spread some hate, have some. Guys, the day I'm getting my citizenship here, I'm going to get myself AK-47 and I'm going to wait. Maybe someone will piss me off.
Oh God.
Maybe someone won't laugh for my jokes, Dino. Second Amendment, Second Amendment. All right. I'm going to have so much fun as an immigrant here, as a new citizen. No more immigrant. I'm going to ban books. I'm going to cancel people. I'm going to punch comedians. And the best one, I'm going to start to deep fry my Thanksgiving turkey. America. No? Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're not doing it?
Turducken?
I
Yeah.
support that. I support that.
You on the air 3 hours 21 minutes already?
Yeah.
Wow.
I talked for a very long time here.
Oh my God, this is why you're exhausted. It's also strange things happening to me as an immigrant. You know, like a few weeks ago, I got a check with nice number on it. I went to the bank to deposit it, just to wake up the day after to discover that my account was blocked. My bank in America didn't believe that I have the ability to earn this sum of money. It's like my father came back to life as a branch of Chase Bank. Man, for 2 weeks, I had to convince them that it's my money. I can imagine the teller sitting, oh, come on, I know this falafel Jew. He cannot make it. I saw his comedy. Block him. And that happened after 3 months ago. They blocked my account for the first time because they thought that the company that I opened is producing porn. Yeah. Maybe it's because I called it Angel Entertainment. I don't know.
Yes. That's straight up.
Great. So I'm already. I have no clue how many I'm doing. So just I'm gonna do and.
As you wish, my friend. Please.
Okay, so
enjoy
I'll
yourself.
do. So I'm already 5 years in New York. It was never my dream. It was my father's dream. My father used to work here in the 80s when I was a child. And every time he came back to Israel, he brought to my sister and I M&Ms. And we loved it. To my mother once he brought syphilis. Yeah. He was very popular here, guys. And somebody have kids here?
No.
Oh, Wolf and Big Bear Comedy. What is your name, man?
I got 2 girls.
Okay, great. Because I don't have kids. I'm in the age that most of my friends are fathers now. And it's fascinating to watch, man, because all of them, they know their kids' names, their kids' birthdays. They hug their kids. They play with.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case in my story. You know what is the most touching memory that I have for my father as a child? It's to watch him sleeping on the sofa with his boxers, wondering whether or not his testicle will touch the floor. It's such a beautiful memory to hang on to. my father, he never knew how old I was, what class I'm in. I'm pretty sure that until the age of 25, he thought I'm his second daughter. I don't know. But still, I learned from my father many things that I shouldn't do. And I'm very grateful about it, really. Like not to clean my ear with a car key. Yeah.
I've seen cousins do that. Be like, huh? You're going, oh man, come on.
My father he has a fetish for American cars. So he had the Chevrolet, the old school ones, and it was like, like drilling. Yeah. Once he found fuel.
Electrical or fuel. Something that's certain.
So I'm sure all of you celebrating this month because it's the Pride Month. I'm sure you're very aware of that, all of you here. Noah, Rob, were you aware of that? And it reminded me that it reminded me a story with my grandmother. My grandmother, I loved her really. She was big love for me, and she was very open-minded, even in her 90s. But one day I spoke with her about gay people, and she told me, no, Jews never had gays. No, We got it from the Arabs. Can you believe it? She just told me that. Like it's contagious or something. This is crazy. Crazy thing. No, really. Families is unnecessary thing. So who is in Dino, I know that you are in a relationship here.
Yes, I am married.
How many years?
7 years married, and another 7 we were dating. So we're
so
like,
you are
yeah.
you are a pro.
I've done time. Done time.
You've done time. You know, in Hebrew we say that a woman, she's falling in love with you because who you are, and then does everything she can to change you. Yeah. Really.
I just think it's the money.
Listen, when I met my wife, I was a small Asian guy with a huge afro, and look at me now, man. I look like Steve Jobs had a kid with a vending machine. Yeah. So I know you're expecting me to finish my set soon, but you forgot again that I'm an Israeli. Come on, man. I'm not going nowhere. This shebang now is occupied. Okay. I'm going to do my 40 minutes HBO special now. I'm not going nowhere. In a few hours, 692 of my best friends are going to join us, and we're going to change the name for this broadcast, and we're all going to say welcome to Israel Heights.
Wander on in if you want.
Yes, Rob, welcome to Israel, Robert.
Listen, I love you. Never stop doing that joke. Welcome to Israel Heights.
I'll leave you with this. Hey, Michelle, I know you. You're from New York, no, Michelle? Never mind. She's not hearing me. I'll leave you with this. The worst sin in Judaism is to masturbate, or as we say in Yiddish, to jerk off. They say that if you're doing it in this life, after you die, you're going to be going to hell forever. Okay? But I don't know if someone is Jewish here, so don't worry, because it's exactly the same punishment for Christians and for Muslims. And I believe that in heaven, there are only people without hands. Come on. Everybody jerked off at least once in his life, no? Make noise if you never jerked off. Dino understood it. Dino in delay. Dino doesn't know that he's here, by the way.
I'm about 7 seconds back in time. That's it.
Dino is 7 seconds back in time. Guys, it's always a pleasure to be with you. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me home. Follow me. Do something with yourself, Dino. I don't know what's going on. Somebody needs to do intervention here for you guys. Rob, what's going on?
Hey.
There will be no interventions. There will be no interventions on this channel. Thank you, sir. Give it up for Eric, everybody.
Look on the road. Look on the road.
All right. Look, we are coming towards the end of our show. We've got a special guest coming today, who's going to close us out. But before we get to that, let's give it up for a regular on the show. He's wearing a hat and flannel. The one, the only Wolf and Big Bear Comedy.
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Better than my rake in my garage, Put it on the nail. But anyway, I want to start y'all with a good story. Last weekend, I had some enchiladas at the neighbor's. He fired up the grill. He said, "Hey, you bringing that taco meat?" I'm like, hell yeah. I was like, "Do you got the good stuff?" He says, 12-pack. I said, cool. So, yeah, we had a grand old time on the grill. But, yeah, he had some amazing hot chili pepper with some crazy avocado dip and all this kind of stuff. But we had a grand time. And, of course, my underwear, it looked kind of different, It was burning. It's like hot pepper. It reminds me of a song that I did, and it was called the Hot Sausage Song. And the hot sausage talked back to me last night. Check it out. It's on YouTube. But I can give you a little rendition of it, So I might have to use my notes here. It was a long night. The hot sausage talked back to me last night. It was a fire down below. Screw the Tums, the Pepto-Bismol. I blew a fort, but I blew the whole commode. It was very saucy. I wish I had a date with Kabasi. It was like a volcano with molten lava. Screw the firemen, but pet my llama. But I didn't mean all this drama. The hot sausage talked back to me last night. Ooh, hot! It was like a fire down the hole. Really mad flaming my butthole. I spent a lot of time on the throne, and the Oval Office was my home. I burned a hole right through the paper. My stomach was the inferno. I lit the whole place up like Christmas lights, Let's see here. When the hot sausage talked back to me last night. I wanted to do that for you. That's most of it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Billy Madison's cousin.
Listen, man, that's the new Jiggle Jiggle song. Okay, I'm telling you, we're gonna put that song. Look, hold on, we have that song.
Yes, we have that.
I can't play it though. No, I can't play it.
When the hot sauce makes you wiggle, wiggle.
Hey, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, we're gonna put some music to that, and we're gonna make it happen. All right.
Thank you.
Well, listen, speaking of making it happen, first of all, to all of you that are watching the show, thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you heckle. And we are about to make some big things happen. So follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, check out all of our other glorious podcasts. And this next comedian coming to the stage, she is on her brand new world tour. She is bringing Divorce Diaries back to Cleveland next weekend. You can check her out the 17th and the 18th at the Funny Stop Comedy Club, one of Ohio's premier venues. Definitely one of the chunks of Goldschlager is all I'm going to say. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, our headliner for the evening, the one, the only, the lovely, the beautiful, Michelle Traina.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm making food. Look, I'm cooking for my daughter. This is the Divorce Diaries moment, Ryan. That was a great intro, Ryan. I love you. I'm saying I love you. That's my opening joke.
You've earned it. You've earned the intro.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna go close my door. My daughter needs to get off the computer and come sit and eat your cheese right now. Hi guys! What up? My daughter had an awesome day of gymnastics. When you're a single mom and stuff like that happens where you just get like good news, like your child had a good 2.5 hours of gymnastics, stuff gets real deep, right? This is how we eat. This is the real life. This is just right out of the thing. Like in Jersey Italians, this is a sin. Jersey Italian, you have to grate the cheese from the milk of a fucking cow. That's not how you do it. Excuse my language. Hi, I have some dirty new jokes. Are you guys ready for it? Look at this shit. Look at this. This is the life of a single mom. Balls to the wall. Sorry, I don't even know what's hanging out inside there. My vibrator is probably going over there. That's fine. So I just want to let you know, guys, if this is streamed on Facebook and all the school moms do follow me on Facebook. So if they're watching, just letting you know, this is full blown. I love Eargasm Comedy. My marketing team is like, get the fuck on there and go at it. Here we go. Ohio is like a state that gets shitted on, right? Don't you guys feel like a lot of people shit on Ohio or no?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I'm serious, and I love Ohio, but I was thinking that today, like, it's like the New Jersey Turnpike. Ohio's like the New Jersey Turnpike. It gets a bad rap, but we need it for so many things. Okay. Like Dave Chappelle lives in Ohio. Why are we shitting on it, right? Like that's my state of humor for the night. Great. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to LA too this summer, and everything. Like everyone's always like Venice Beach, Venice Beach. Again, Venice Beach. But people in California want to badmouth the Jersey Shore. Venice Beach is the Jersey Shore with palm trees. And I'm sorry, it's kind of like somewhere. I almost stepped on a needle last time I was in Venice Beach. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was like in the '80s when they had that whole needle thing in the Jersey Shore. I don't know where I'm going with this, but that was something that came to me today. I have been divorced so long that dinosaurs are studying my vagina. No. Oh no, okay, this was the other one. My vagina has faked it enough times that the Academy Awards is nominating it for best performance. No. Every time I become emotionally attached after sex, I feel like the bat signal is sent out. We need help, so they leave. Divorced and single for 7 years. Woo! Okay, you guys are married. I think some of you said you were married. I'm so sorry that I had to. You were talking to me, my friend, and I couldn't answer you because I couldn't unmute myself because I was telling everybody about the dinner I was making. I feel bad for that. I'm sorry. Okay, I recently thought I had a swollen lymph node, but it ended up it was this like weird, bumpy, weird vein under my arm, right? Like it was, I really don't know if it's gross if I should I show it? It's like this, like you see it, right? It's like here, right? And it was like, it's soft and mushy and it disappears sometimes when you move it. So it was like an uncircumcised penis. I didn't know what to do with it. Okay, all new stuff. My family is so high strung. No, that does okay. So yeah, I'm a single mom and I feel like I'm always on the outskirts, you know. I can never fit in, mostly just because they've pushed me off the school line and I'm on the stairs. Does anybody else feel like that sometimes? Like there's all these different types of moms at school, like moms that make their bed, right? You know, there's quiet mom. You know, I always say hello to her when I'm walking my daughter to school, but she'll be one of those parents that like completely ignores you. Do you know what that's like in the morning? You're like, good morning. And then they're like completely ignore you. So you have to pretend like you're saying good morning to somebody else. And you just go into like some random rant, like, good morning. Good morning. It's great to wake up. Like, good morning. Good morning. What the fuck am I doing? Right? Like, that's what I do. And it's like, I'm going to put this down. So it's like, I do this like, hello. And they're like this. I'm like, stretching at the front corner. And then you have to make small talk with the crossing guard. Okay? I'm sorry. I appreciate you, but I don't want to fucking talk to you. I'm exhausted. I've barely had my first cup of coffee. I already have like too much in my brain to have to talk about the fucking weather this weekend. Okay? It's the truth. I'm sorry. He's nice, but I don't want to make conversation. Anyway, because, you know, and all the parents buy him booze at Christmas. He deserves it, I guess. I don't know. He's crossing our children. Why are we feeding this man alcohol in the morning? So, not your typical school mom. Recently, I hooked up with an ex, okay? I felt like in order to really fully heal the trauma from him and I just needed to reopen the chapter with my legs. All right, so I did, and he's this big, thick, like Latin guy from the street, and he's a police officer, and he served in the military, so he's very in touch with his feelings. And his dog. He's obsessed with his dog. His dog is the most. I love dogs. I'm a dog person. I don't know if I have a picture of my dog up here somewhere, but he was the cutest little dog ever. I'm a big dog person. This man's dog is shit. It literally looks like a donkey fucked a possum. That's what his dog. And he's obsessed with it. It's an English Bull Terrier. I'm not trying to like bring the English Bull Terriers against me, but how the F is this dog getting 2 reels made about him and he's still ignoring my text messages from the last couple of days? This is true. All true. You see the veins that are popping out? No wonder this is like a vein that has sprawled out. I'm so anxious based on all the last toxicities of the last relationships I had since my divorce that my veins can't handle it and they're trying to pop out of my skin. All right. That's what I said to my doctor. And she just looked at me and she's like, are you on Xanax? And I was like, no. And she's like, maybe you should try it.
Do you want to be?
Just
Well,
smoke a
I
joint.
always say to
I don't
myself,
know.
like, this is my self-medication. Cursing in the bedroom while I try new stand-up jokes and my daughter's eating pasta with fake cheese. Okay. Getting older, things start to not work like they used to. Ask most of the men who are divorced and over 40.
True.
Health is a priority as you get older. I did that when okay. When I tell people I'm divorced, if you're coming to Funny Stop next week, you might hear a little bit of this one. When I tell people I'm divorced, immediately, I've been divorced for 7 years. They still try to set me up. Oh my God. My husband's best friend, Steve's neighbor's landscaper's son.
Nope.
He's getting divorced and
Nope.
he has kids that he sees with supervision, but it's okay.
No.
Because you know what? He's working on himself, and so are you, Michelle. Do you want me to share your location with him?
Oh, that's not nice.
No.
I just left an institution where you're supposed to like be with the same person for the rest of your life. I leave it, and you show up with another one. That's like going to somebody's, AA graduation or rehab graduation with a bottle of wine. Just a step. Okay, so I don't know. I'm so sorry, Ryan. I'm looking at my notes. How much time am I good at?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
I stay with it. No, I mean, I honestly just this guy I dated him for 6 months 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I really fell for him. Oh my God, I can't believe I slept with him again. And I thought it would be a good thing to get over the last guy I was with by getting with my ex to like get the residue of the last guy and make me feel better. It just didn't. I don't know. It's tearing me up inside, right? It's like, I don't understand why you're not, and I'm not texting him like, when are we going to get together? I'm texting him stuff like, hey, I'm scared that I'm going to die because of my lymph node. And he's not answering. How do you not answer that text message? I have done nothing to this man, except maybe when we were dating, pretend that I was pregnant, bitch slap him in the face for not answering my text messages, make fun of him in my stand-up comedy show for 6 years. I have not done anything.
Oh my God.
I have to work that, but that's the truth. I know. I was like thinking about the day. I was like, what have I done to this guy to not respond to him? I'm like, I've only thought I was pregnant, freaked out about like an STD that he did not give me that I did not have, but like I wanted to get his attention. And then I also, I did smack him in the face because he was being an asshole.
Reasonable.
And then I put him into the comedy show, and he's been a great sport about it. So I don't know why he won't answer me. This sounds really aggressive. I'm not really this aggressive, but it's kind of the bullet points. I'm trying to do a joke about him with this new bit, like, oh, well, we just hooked up again. And like, I'm thinking to myself, maybe this is how I heal from the last guy, but it really is just like reopening ghosts of exes past. And you know how like in A Christmas Carol, the Grim Reaper's like, don't do this or you're going to fucking end up in the coffin. Well, like I'm not following his rule book. I'm like, but what if?
I feel like your logic is sound, but it's like, this isn't going to go well. Like, yeah, I see you. I get it.
Yeah.
Listen, I shouldn't do this, but oh my God, this coffin is so cute.
Yeah, I get it.
The coffin's a great idea.
It's one of those self-sabotage where you're going, this is going to ruin me, but I'm going to have to do it. And you're like,
it's like having a flux capacitor. You can go back. You can just fuck it up all over again. Just start over. You
got to try. That's fine. Yeah.
I know every guy that I've dated is like, Michelle, you're just, you create stories in your head. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking writer. Hello. Like, don't you like this is the thing. We're taught in preschool to not use use your imagination. And then we become adults and everyone's like, be realistic.
Yeah.
I am single and I'm gonna stay that way. Wow, I literally look like one of the crazy exes. It's okay. I'm really embedded myself in this part. I have I'm excited to take on more roles. All right. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, next week, Funny Stuff Comedy Club, June 17th and 18th. There's 4 shows total. Hope to see you guys there. 7:20 and 9:20 each night. And I'm going to be on New Day Cleveland next Friday.
Woohoo! All right, listen. Put that flyer back up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to come party with the Geargasm crew, we're going to be there. We're going to have a table, and I have no discount for you. I have no discount, but if you show up and you find me, I will buy you a beer. So come check out Michelle, June 17th, 18th at the Funny Stop Comedy Club. You won't be able to miss me at all. I will be the large man laughing my ass off. Thank you with child, because I'm a single dad too, and yeah, we're gonna do that. So,
hey, Ryan, but you will offer them a free grope. Maybe they can help a little bit, squeeze your butt a little bit.
Listen, no. See, you think that I'm one of these classless girls? 100% inspired by us. 100%. I got bills to pay. Listen, I've had a blast hanging out with all of you guys. Give it up for yourselves one time. Woo! You guys look great. Thank you all for joining. Michelle will see you Friday, and Dino, put that flyer up to close the show. Everybody, you have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.